Hello and welcome to
Next Time for Sure.
We're your hosts, Liz.
Julieta. Estefania.
We're going to go ahead and tell you just a little bit about ourselves. We've been friends for about 10 years now, about 9.5. We met playing volleyball in high school.
Mm-hmm.
We started off not knowing each other.
Or hating each other.
She hated me.
Lies.
Drama.
Liar.
And all because of my name.
Did you just an outcast?
No, but I was, because I didn't go to the school that they went to. Like, they went to the same school. They didn't know each other, but
Same middle school.
Yeah.
Same middle school.
Uh-huh.
I went to a different middle school that, like, was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, everybody hated because it was so, I don't know why.
They were on our campus.
Honest-
They couldn't find their own campus.
Honestly,
That was the beef. That was the
think
beef.
why they hated you was because you came in halfway in and like
Oh.
pretty good.
Just
Like,
because
the
I could
shoot
serve the
was
ball
good.
over the
And
net.
the rest
That
of
was
us
it.
were like, whatever.
Yeah.
I remember I came in on the last day of tryouts because I was like, maybe I should. Maybe, like, it'll help me have friends.
Oh.
I came in and they hate me. But maybe I'll have friends.
But I mean,
It worked out.
It
It
worked
worked
out.
out.
Did have friends. Did have friends.
I do now. Thank you, Lord.
Lord Jesus.
Jesucristo.
So we met at volleyball.
Uh-huh.
Been friends for about 10 years. In these past 3 years, we started raving. So we do that a lot. The raving started with me. My first rave was when I was 18. My older brother took me for my birthday. And from there, I started taking Julieta to shows and then a rave. And then we took Estefania to her first rave.
Woohoo.
Last year, Escape was her first rave. Yeah, it was really fun. Wild times.
Crazy times.
Crazy times, crazy stories.
Letting me get wild.
And we'll cover that on this episode.
Why'd you let her get wild?
Tell you.
We're gonna go ahead and explain now why we call this podcast Next Time for Sure.
Background story?
Yeah.
Background story of the past
So it
podcast.
started when we would see those hot dog stands outside of the raves. So they line up like a bunch, like I would say, like the whole fucking
That's fine.
the whole street just is filled with hot dog stands, and we would be like, "Oh, Liz, I want some hot dogs." But then we're like, "We'll wait till after the rave." And then after the rave, we would come on and be like, "I'm not really that hungry. Next time." That's what I would say. I'd be like, "Yeah, just next time. Just next time."
And then,
So I would always say that every single rave until Stefania was one set. She was like
Teasing her, she was like,
I was like, oh yeah, next time for sure we're gonna get some.
and I was like, "Yeah, next time for
next
sure."
time for sure.
So
And then so it's stuck, and we say it all the time now.
we
For
said next time
everything.
for sure.
next time for sure.
For everything.
So those are life lessons that we just
We're
carry with us. Like
Yeah.
next time for sure we'll do this, or next time we'll do this.
Yeah, so one thing that we will do next time for sure is keep our phones safe at raves and clubs when we go to it. I think we learned this lesson.
We should have learned.
We should have learned this lesson,
From the first time.
for the first time.
but we didn't, and it's happened several times. And now we're gonna go ahead and let you know every time that it's happened, starting with Julieta.
That would be me. So we were at a club once it was called the Globe. It was
Globe
in
Theater.
LA, Globe Theater. And I had my little purse next to me, and I had my phone in my purse because I was like, it's safe. So then I would hang my purse behind me and just confidently just leave it there the whole night. So then one time I was just dancing and I look at my purse and it's all open and stuff is falling out, and I'm like, guys, I think my phone is stolen. And the mood instantly, I was crying. I was
We were
like,
all worried.
cause it was the first time we
Yeah, we were all worried.
We were all
All of
worried.
us were so worried.
So worried.
Go ahead. Continue.
Well, most of us were worried. And I had told the security guard, I was like, hey, I can't find my phone. I think someone took it. And they're like, well, they really couldn't do anything at the moment. So then we just went back out to the dance floor. So then I would say like an hour or two passed and we're like, all right, the club is just going down. Let's just head home. And as we're walking out, I think we asked the security guard, one of us, I don't remember who it was. We asked if they had found any phones, and he's like, oh yeah, I have this pink phone. And I'm like, does it have like a dog picture on it? And he's like, turns it on, and I'm like, yes, that's my phone. So I found my phone the very first
She
time.
got lucky.
She got lucky. And we should have learned from there, like, once we got lucky.
Yeah.
Don't test your luck again, like. Because then, so mine was at the club again. I also had a side purse, put it in, dancing away, la 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 la. And then, I look at my bag, my bag's open. So I look inside, my phone's missing. And I'm like, Liz, you can't find my phone. And she's like, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it's gone. And so she calls it, it's straight to voicemail. And then me in my head, I'm like, well, last time, Julieta found her phone because she told the security guard. So I was like, okay, like, maybe we should go tell them. And so I go up to one, and then I'm like, oh, like, I think someone stole my phone, like, what should I do? And he's like, can't help you, basically. He was like, oh, like, no, like, I don't know, like, it was just too bad, basically. And I was like, fuck, I was like, damn, okay. He's like, you can ask, I remember he said, ask the bartender, because they bring up phones. And I was like, okay. I was like, and then so I asked, and then they were like, oh no, like no one's brought up anything. And so I was like, okay. And then never found it. We continued the night, but by that time, the fucking mood was over, like was killed, and so we had left. But yeah, I lost my phone at the club.
And
That's
then
sad.
it was tragic.
Tragic.
I didn't know the pain at the time. But then we went to a rave, and I had my phone with me, right? And we had to go to the bathroom, so we were walking out the crowd. We get out of the crowd, and I'm like, hey, where's my phone? And I looked through my bag, and we looked through their bags, and nothing. And I'm like, someone stole my phone. And then we went to the lost and found. We tried calling it, everything. Nothing. And I was so hopeful that we were gonna find it. I was like, no, like somebody turned it in. Somebody had to have. And I kept like going onto the lost and found page and like refreshing it. And nothing. We never found it. But now I have a new phone. It's okay.
It's the newer phone.
It's the newer phone.
She's the new one.
And then some more stories from this past rave that we went to. We have like a bigger rave family, like it's us 3 and then these 2 other guys. So for one of the guys, it's her cousin, and so we were so kind of similar to mine, except we were walking into a set, and we were all holding hands, right? And all of a sudden, he's like, "Wait, I can't find my phone." And so then we're like, "Okay, wait, hang on," like regroup, and then
stopped, like in that moment,
And we went.
and then we're like, okay, we'll look on the floor. Maybe you dropped it, and we kind of all separated with our flashlights, and we were checking the floors to see if we dropped it. But no,
nothing.
We didn't find anything. I gave up on 2 glasses, 2 pairs of glasses. Sick.
became a clutch later in the night.
Yeah.
And then, not even 20 minutes later, we were like, okay, you know what? Like, we can't find his phone. We need more water. Let's go get water. Everybody hold hands. We're gonna go get water. Everybody holds hands. Walking. Hey, from the other guy. Hey, wait a minute. I can't find my phone. We're like, dude, what do you mean? He just lost his. Why aren't you, like, holding yours tighter or something?
And then
I was was so lost. I was like, wait, guys, I don't know what's going on right now. Did you really lose
It's a
his phone?
prank. Where are the cameras?
I know, I'm
Might
like,
be pranked.
there's no way they both lost their phone right now.
I know.
Within an hour. I was like,
Yeah.
idiots.
Idiots.
Idiots. Stop it.
I'm like, what did you say?
And I was like,
I'm like, it's the ops.
It's
the ops.
The ops.
Cancelled.
but
But then yeah, we didn't find his phone either.
They didn't
yeah.
find their
We
phone.
lost it on the first day.
Mm-hmm.
We went back the second day. They were still trying to find it. I think Chico G was also very hopeful.
Yeah.
He was like, let's go check. Like, we should go early to check.
Yeah.
We didn't get there early to check.
We did it. We had all the time in the world.
All the time.
We did nothing but time.
So we went to Target, and then from Target.
We did get there early. We got there like
But then
2
this
hours
guy-
early. This guy.
Remember the guy
The
that
guy.
gave us wrong directions?
Next time for sure, we're not listening to
Oh.
strangers.
Oh, strangers.
Oh.
Stranger danger.
Right.
He went, if you go the other way, it's way faster. And we're like, we got all the time. I mean, why not try a new way?
Yeah.
It was a mile walk.
It was long.
Very long. I was like, no way. He played us.
I'm like,
He
told us, you guys should go that way. And then he continued going the
The way that we
other way.
were gonna go.
I should have known.
Right.
But we ended up going to Target and getting your shoe insole.
My feet still hurt.
My feet were hurting a lot that day.
I had blisters by the end of the night.
Dude, I still have my blisters, and it's been like 3 months.
Didn't help. But, okay, point is, Chico G wanted to find his phone, so he stayed hopeful, but they didn't find it, and they were both very upset. And next time for sure, we're buying little
The little stringy thingies that keep your phone like
Connected.
attached to
Attached.
you.
and we're gonna be more cautious. And
We don't want the vibe to just ruin, because you can't be mad at them.
Yeah, it really kills the vibe.
Now we all
Yes.
understand what losing a
Yeah.
phone means.
we all. Actually, no. She's lying.
She doesn't know
Why
what
are
it
you-
feels like.
I
Why
know
is
what
it
it
lying?
felt. I knew what it felt.
This
what it
is
is
our
to the...
first podcast, and you're already lying to
No,
that?
I know what it feels
All
like.
day? No, you
Right.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Right.
You laugh with your phone. We laugh with no phone.
That...
You'll never understand this pain.
And we're currently recording on the phone that I lost but found.
And she rubs it in. Oh.
How dare she? I think this podcast is gonna tear us apart. Actually.
I'm taking my
I'm
thing.
walking out.
I'm taking my thing home.
Please. Leave. Hey, leave. We're not done.
Hey, you didn't say cut.
You didn't say cut.
Alright, so
So yeah, that's our war stories about like losing our phones. And then our next topic is also rave related.
no.
Next time for sure, make sure that we're taking care of everybody as much as we can, because one time we almost gave Estefania alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Not a smart move. Not the way to go. So for that, Estefania was nice enough to drive us to the event.
I was driving, so obviously I didn't want to be drinking and driving. So I was very responsible, of course. So we got closer, and I was like, you know what, I'm making a drink. We're almost here. Like, we're gonna park, and I can like chug some drinks, And our bartender over here, Julieta, I forgot what we had bought. Was it the?
They were like, I think they were vodka.
Oh.
I think one was vodka and one was tequila.
Oh.
Oh, what's it? Oh, those nasty Casamigos.
You recommended them.
What
do you mean
Someone
nasty?
recommended them to me, and I'm like, they look good, so I'll try them. That was my first time ever trying them, also.
You said you had tried it and you liked it.
No, I think I recommended it.
Oh.
It was like a clear bottle, no? Like a small one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I recommend them.
Oh.
They were good.
Oh.
But you guys, they poured like everything we had into a
Yeah.
Starbucks cup. And they gave it to me, and I'm like, okay. I take a sip, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
We're like, no, you have to drink it. You just have to drink it.
You haven't been drinking, so you need to drink. So I was like, okay. I was like, I guess. And so, like, I drank it because I wasn't going to waste it, obviously. I was like, all right, just whatever. And that's when it all started. Just
By the time we were... So she drank it on the way from the car to, like, the security check.
mm-hmm.
At the security check, she was already, like, you know, feeling it, Mr. Krabs. And by the time we were in, I think it was, like,
Yeah.
maybe in full effect. 3/4 of the effect.
Yeah. And then I think we bought another drink inside for Loco. And we shared. And
I had no idea that they had bought a Loco until they were done with it.
Liar.
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 I don't
Really?
remember.
Really?
I really don't remember.
We're like, we're gonna go get a drink.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What a rave mom.
It's our fault.
It's our fault, not mine.
um,
I'm just kidding.
but we're like, okay, we'll take half and half. And then
I did not take half.
I know I took most of it, and then she's like, hey, you want the rest? And I was like, sure, why not? And so I finished the rest, and that sent me over.
To the moon.
Yeah, I was gone. I remember coming out of.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I was coming out. We were coming out.
Of the stage.
Yeah, because I was like, I think I had to throw up. No.
No. You
We
were.
needed to move.
we were there.
Fine.
Oh.
We were there and we were good. You were like knocking people over, but we were good.
fine. And we needed to move out to go
Yeah, we
somewhere
were gonna
else.
go watch our next set.
Oh.
And we're like, oh, we gotta go out. So we were going.
As soon as.
And then I felt a breeze of cold air. And I'm like, I don't know if you guys know this, but in like Hispanic, for us, if you're drunk and cold air hits you, that means it's gonna hit you like 10 times harder. 10 times harder.
And
did.
it did.
It did. I was like, oh no.
Dude, as soon as.
I'm like, if she's bad right now,
Mm-hmm.
we're not gonna be able to control this. We step outside, and she's like, I need to sit down. I need it.
I was like.
I just right here.
I was up against the fence, and I was like, I'm just gonna take a seat. I just need to take a break. And then I think on my head it was like in my in between my legs, and I was like, and like somebody came up, like one of the
ground control.
ground control came up, and they asked if I was okay, or
I think you were
No,
throwing
that
up.
was after.
oh, when I was throwing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
In the-
you had thrown up,
In the
and we're like,
trash can.
Stephanie, we gotta get you
Yeah,
out.
we were like,
We gotta
holding
get
you
you
in the
out,
trash
Stephanie.
can, right?
Yeah,
Holding me in the trash can.
yeah. You were using it to like keep yourself
Oh
up.
no, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
God damn it.
No, and then
No, it's okay.
and we're like, no, she's okay. And then I think like you started like we couldn't hold you up anymore. So then we were like, no, okay, you know what, we do need their help. So then they came, they got her in a wheelchair. We got her wheelchaired to the medic tent. They gave her Gatorade, but it was in a bottle or a can of liquid death. And I'm like, Stephanie has Gatorade, you need to drink it, it'll help you feel better, I promise. She's like, no, you're lying to me. You're lying to me, it's not Gatorade. And I'm like, Stephanie, please. Please.
Oh no.
But eventually, she drank the Gatorade, she drank some water.
She got better.
She got better.
Really bad.
Yeah. She just needed a minute to
I'm
drink.
like, I did not pay to be in here. I need
Yeah,
to go back
that
down.
was her motivation.
Literally. It's like, I gotta go see this next. I forgot who we were gonna see.
I can't remember.
Martin Garrix.
Martin
I was
Garrix.
like, I gotta see Martin Garrix. Let's
You
go.
did get to see Martin Garrix,
Yeah,
though,
for a
right?
little bit. I think.
The very end
Yeah,
of it.
very ending.
Yeah. Oh, and then that after the set, we had separated, right? Because they didn't let everybody in the medic tent.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just me and her, and then the rest of us had gone into the set. So then after the set, we were trying to find each other, and we were walking back and forth like, oh no, I'm over here. Oh no, I'm over here, and we couldn't coordinate, and I was getting really frustrated. And then I think after maybe like 20 minutes, we found each other,
Mm-hmm.
and No?
No, I don't
And
know.
so then that leads us to our next lesson. Next time for sure,
Don't separate.
we'll either come up with a meetup spot,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That we all understand.
We've been implementing that.
That one we have.
Mm-hmm.
Either have a meeting spot, make sure your phone is charged so that you can call somebody. Keep your phone with you so you can call somebody.
Don't lose your
Keep
phone.
your own phone
Keep
with
your
you.
own phone with you. Which leads us into our next story of one time where it was just me and Julieta. We went to Hard Summer because I wanted to see Joji, and I was like, we have to go.
And then who else was playing? Megan
Thee Stallion.
was playing. And
Megan
I'm
Thee
like,
Stallion and Joji were playing at the same time.
and I'm like, I want to see Megan.
And I was like, I want to see Joji.
And so we had met two girls that were there,
Yeah.
and one of them wanted to see Megan, and the other one wanted to see Joji. So we were like, oh, how convenient!
Yeah, so then Julieta stayed with one of the girls, and I went with the other one to the Joji stage, right? My phone was like at 10%, and I was like, okay, that's it, I'm not recording, I'm not using it anymore. I put it away, and then it was the end of the night, and we were like, okay, we gotta try to find each other. I called Julieta. We were like, okay, we're gonna meet at the hard stage.
Hard stage.
And I think they understood the harder stage.
I was at the harder stage. I was like, where are they? We're at the
And
harder
I
stage.
don't think she got me. I don't think she understood. And so then the girl that I was with was like, oh, I think we should walk to our car. Like the car that her and her friends had came with. And I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea because we don't have any of your stuff. I'm like, we don't have your keys to get in the car or anything. I think we should walk to Julieta's car.
There was only 2 backpacks, no? And me and the other girl
Yeah,
had the 2 backpacks.
They literally stayed with everything. At this point, my phone was like at 2%. I was like, I have one last chance to call Julieta. And when I was trying, it died. And so then I was like, oh my God, we're stranded. Like, how long is this going to take? And I don't think we found each other until like 4 in the morning.
So my experience was the stage ended and we're like, all right, we're gonna meet at harder stage. So we go to the stage and I'm like, they're not coming, and that's when they're like kicking everyone out, like everyone get out, and we're like, well, we're gonna see them because we're all getting pushed out at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So we wait at the entrance till like everyone's out, and I'm like, I didn't see this. I was like, fuck, we're fucked. And so then we step outside of the little gate, the entrance, and we're like, okay, let's just call them. So I call Liz, and she's not answering. So we're like, well, let's call your friend, and we call her friend, and her phone rings in our backpacks.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, we have the backpacks, we have the chargers, we have the car keys, we have everything. And I'm like, Liz would meet me in my car. I'm like, she would meet me in my car. I'm like, let's go to my car. So me and the girl walked to my car, which is like where the Target was.
Mm.
It's a pretty long walk, but not that long. So we go, and Liz is not there, and I'm like, already startled. So I'm like, we get in the car and we start driving around trying to find Liz. And I'm like, do you remember where you guys parked? I tell the girl, and she's like, no. And I'm like, oh, I'm scared. So then I'm like, okay, so we drive back to where we were parked, and we walk back to the entrance. And I'm like, okay, from here, do you remember where you're parked? She's like, yes. Okay, let's try it. And so we try to navigate to where they were parked, because they weren't parked in a designated parking
lot.
They were
It was
parked
just like
in
on
the
the street somewhere.
And so then I got a text from
Luckily,
Instagram.
some girls had passed by, and I was like, I'm so sorry, my phone died. Do you mind if I log into Instagram on your phone so I can tell my friend that we're right here? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. And so then I was able to do that. I was able to send her a message. And then she's like, okay, well, like, we have to go. And I was like, no, yeah, that's fine. I get it. Thank you. And then so she knew where we were at. And then...
So I saw the message, and I'm like, okay, she's there. So then I'm like, as long as the other friend can figure out where they're at, we'll find them. So eventually we found them like at
4 in the morning, freezing cold. Oh my gosh. Never again. Never again. Stranger danger. Stranger danger for sure.
Oh yeah.
Next time for sure. Stranger danger.
I was like, the only reason this person didn't leave me was because she couldn't find a ride. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so scared right now. Like, never again.
If I was there, I wouldn't have let that happen.
Exactly.
She would have kept us together. She's the glue that holds us together.
Blue.
Mm-hmm. So that's my trauma.
So now Julieta has trauma because I abandoned her at a rave. So next time for sure, I'll make sure not to cause people trauma. Stick with your gang, stick with your family. Make a meetup spot. Charge your phone. A noticeable one. Like,
make a second meetup spot.
Just in case you get kicked out. Like when at the end of the rave, when they're like, you can't stay here, you can't stay here. Outside, mark something.
Yeah. Always.
Make a flag.
Make a flag.
Take a totem.
Take
Take a totem even if it's two of you.
That would be very helpful.
That would have helped.
Yeah.
We would have found each other. From across the... That's Liz! She's over there! I see her! Let's go!
Gets on the Ferris wheel.
On the Ferris wheel.
She's right there.
Binoculars.
Get down.
No. Stop it right now. We need to jump off.
I can't
Parachute.
I can't find my friend.
Oh no, wait.
I can't find my friend officer.
Well, I think that's enough
Oh, I'm sorry.
for this episode. We'll go ahead and catch you guys
Next time for sure.